Salutations, my friends, and thank you for tuning into another edition of the free stream. Now, I don't know if you guys saw, but earlier an article came out about how the Satanic Temple is going to offer after-school Satan. Yes, that's right. As an extracurricular activity, you can learn about Satan after school. Well, not you, per se, your child. And that's why I'm making this video, because we're now seeing them go after our children, after the future. So with that being said, let's jump right into it. Someone made a very astute observation about this actual logo, so to speak, the after school Satan logo, and how it looks like a cute Pokemon, and how they would just now start to, well, advertise this type of mentality. Let's get into the article. The Satanic Temple is planning to bring Lucifer to school by rolling out extracurricular clubs across the U.S. After School Satan is the temple's response to a Supreme Court ruling allowing evangelical religious programs to operate in schools. Currently, 9 clubs are listed as participating in the program, including Los Angeles, Salt Lake City, and Washington, D.C. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but earlier this year, 6/6/16, a group of Satanists, or even what I would consider an army of Satanists, performed a city-wide ritual in Los Angeles. And now, a few months later, what do we have? The clubs will focus on, quote, rationalism, free inquiry, and fun. According to a promotional video, the temple is taking aim at the Good News Club, an interdenominational Christian program for 5 to 12-year-olds operating in over 3,500 public schools across the U.S. The club's curriculum was created by the Child Evangelism Fellowship. Sorry about that. And includes Bible studies. So you could even be studying the Satanic Bible, the Black Bible, even the Necronomicon. Who knows? All of these different things that we don't even discuss as far as Satanism are now being brought out. The Satanic Temple said that it is not interested in operating after-school Satan clubs in school districts that are not already hosting the Good News Club, which basically means they don't want to go anywhere where they won't be welcome, because whenever they're abiding by these rules, religious freedom, exemption, this, that, and the third, they're allowed to operate. So this is the bureaucracy of how they're spiritually trying to battle with us. And so, in an actual article from RT America, a spokesperson for the Satanic Temple, Lucian Greaves, said after-school Satan clubs will bring diversity to the religious options, or to the religious opinions children are exposed to in school. It will give them an opinion or an option other than the Good News Club, which he claimed instills in the children, quote, with a fear of hell and God's wrath. We prefer to give children an appreciation of the natural wonders surrounding them, not a fear of everlasting otherworldly horrors. So I'm going to cut that off right there. What otherworldly horror could there be besides Satan? And why, if anything, would you want to introduce that into the curriculum or have it be part of extracurriculum? Some people go to chess club, some people go to, band. Some people actually go do sports. But for now, for some strange reason, because of the strange satanic society that we have just been dropped into, you can now go and learn about Satan. And what is this part of? It's part of the New Age movement. It's part of putting philosophy at the forefront of everything. You see, what most people don't understand with Satanism, and this is what I actually have to delve into to understand the tactics of the enemy, Satanism basically builds off of what is considered natural, what is considered primal, what is considered earthly, what is considered worldly. You see, and this is why now they're doing this. They're trying to attack, as I've said before in the start, the future, the children, the people with young minds who are, if anything, closer to the spiritual realm and not bogged down by the physical world, you see. So basically what they're doing, outside of telling us that we have 31 different genders like this is Baskin-Robbins, they're now giving us the proper way to educate ourselves about what I would consider the adversary, Satan, Lucifer the Lightbringer, the Freemasons' God. And now, like I said, they're going towards the future. With things such as this, I can understand, them wanting to have religious freedom, them wanting to be able to operate freely and to conduct themselves in a manner which they feel is respectable. However, with anything a Satanist or a Luciferian or anything they have to do, you have got to look at it inverted. That is why I have termed one of my videos the Great Inversion, because we are now seeing them externalize the hierarchy. We are now seeing them uncloak. And when they do this, they're showing you their intentions. As I said before, we're looking at these grains of sand, these little shards, these windows into the larger plan. And you have to understand, who is the guiding hand behind all of this? Why is this just now coming out? Is it because we're liberal? Have we become tolerant? Or have we just become numb to the advances of the devil? You see, transhumanism, so to speak, and I want to just go off on this quick jag. Transhumanism is not only a physical philosophy, you see, it is a spiritual ideology. It is an actual action of changing the human face. I'm not sure if you guys heard, but the Pope himself came out saying that we need a new man for a new age, one that's not defined by the borders, one that can transcend humanity. And this, if anything, how many more examples do you need of the Pope Francis, Franken-Pope, being a false prophet? How many more examples do you need to see that the Catholic Church has been infiltrated? These are New World Order agents, man. I already know they're at the core of things. You know, all roads lead back to Rome, and you got to understand how the Nazis have infiltrated. Well, not really infiltrated, been absorbed into the Vatican. All the other things that are going on with that, the experiments that they're conducting, and basically everything that's extraordinarily strange with the Vatican. I mean, for God's sake, we have the Pope coming out declaring New World Order, or calling for a New World Order every other day, saying that we should, bless aliens, that lesbians can be bishops and that they can be priests, that they can do these types of things, basically just crapping all over the Word of God, crapping all over the Bible. And I myself am struggling with my own faith. You, the listeners, know this. You, the viewers, understand that. But whenever I clearly see someone in advocacy of the devil and the minions of the devil, I don't think it's not hard to see, you see. I mean, what is it, Hillary Clinton? She has an admiration for Saul Lewinsky, who wrote a book who wrote a poem actually, to Lucifer. I mean, we're seeing Hillary Clinton have head shakes every other day, or some kind of strange brain aneurysm. And these are the people that are in power? We live in a very sick and satanic society, so much so that they're now trying to impress this upon our actual children, knowing that this is a very controversial subject. And I'm not saying, if anything, that Christianity or Buddhism or Hinduism or Islam or any of that should be brought into school. However, we're now doing that to a different degree, you see. And it's not so much as enlightenment or even finding spiritual truth. It's for philosophy. It's for physical world knowledge. And there is a difference between achieving, and maybe not achieving, but interacting with both, because they both work in synergy, like yin and yang. As I always say, there is a spiritual war going on that is manifesting itself here physically. And this is it. These are the symptoms of a satanic and sick society. How much more of an example do you guys need? But that's all I really wanted to put in it for this video for you guys. Make you actually go out and go do some of your own research. Maybe you guys can bring back some information and inform me of some things that I don't know that are going on, because I could sit here for days and tell you about how many different possession videos are coming up. The Planned Parenthood aborted scandal. I mean, ladies talking about how they want Lamborghinis in trade of baby fetuses. Abortion rates skyrocketing. Drugs, addiction. Like, I could talk for days on that. But the root problem is, and this is what I keep getting back to, is this is a spiritual issue, my friends. And I'm not telling you to seek God, but I want you to definitely try to find Him, or try to find ways to not be of this world. Be heavenly. Do not be primal. That's all I really got for you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to email me. I'll have it in the description bar below. And as always, guys, stay vigilant, expose lies, and share truth. This is Noise Era, Freedom Faction, out.